Welcome to Socrative, a tool for teachers to gauge student progress through quizzes and engaging activities. This is the homepage for Socrative. As you can see, there is a portal for teachers here and a different portal for students here. We will start with the portal for teachers by clicking this button right here. You can gain instant access to this page as well by typing in up in the URL bar t.socrative.com. Once you get to this page, we will start by entering our email right here. If you don't already have an account, you'll just type in your email like you normally would. You will then choose a password, whatever password you would like. And if you're new to Socrative, you would create your account here. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. Virtually, they do the same thing. This is your teacher's homepage. One of the most important things on this page is your room number, located on the far right of the page. This number is unique to your account and will never change. Students will need this number to access the information that you post. Below the room number, you'll see how many students are currently logged in using that room number. Next, the single question activity allows you to pose a question to your class, and students can then log in using a laptop, smartphone, or tablet to answer the question on the spot. For example, if you click on true and false, and you ask your students, true or false, the Industrial Revolution started in Great Britain, you would wait and students could answer the question. And you could immediately see that one person has voted in and chose true. It could tell you how many students chose true and how many students chose false. And you can choose to end the activity at any time, in which it would bring you back to the main page. As a teacher, you can also create your own quizzes. If we jump down to the Create, Edit, and Import Quizzes section and click Manage Quizzes, it takes us to a whole new page where you can create a quiz, import quizzes that other teachers have made, and edit quizzes that you have already created in your account. To create a quiz, it's really simple. You come up with a quiz name. Enabling sharing just means that other teachers can also access the quiz if you give them the special number. And choose if you'd like a multiple choice or short answer questions. Next, it'll take you to a section where you can add in whatever questions you would like. You have to have at least 2 questions, but you can have up to 5. And then you just have to select which one of these answers do you consider to be correct. So when the quiz is graded, it can grade the correct ones. It's also optional to write in an explanation so that if a student does get the question wrong, they can get a little blurb explaining to them why it was wrong. Once you've done this, you can choose to make more multiple choice questions, add in a short answer question, or save it and be done. It tells you that you've created a quiz, and this is that special number. If you share this number with other teachers, they too can give out your quiz. From this page, you will start to see that all of your quizzes that you've created are here, so that you can retrieve the previous ones that you've made. If we go back to the main screen here, We can also see quiz-based activities, and this is where we can find those previous made quizzes or previous made exit tickets or space race games that we've created. When you start a quiz and you click on that button, it gives you the option to choose which quiz you would like to use. You also have the option of making it a student-paced quiz, so students have their own time and can answer it at their own pace, or a teacher-paced quiz where you set the amount of time that you're allotting for students to complete the quiz. You can also randomize the answers for multiple choice. You can disable the immediate right-wrong feedback, and you can also hide the explanations if you're not ready to give that out just yet. If it's student-paced, you just click and you wait for students to complete the quiz. You have the option here to see live results, so see what students are doing immediately. And as you wait for them to come in, you can see that there's an unknown student in here who the name just popped up, and their progress, they're on one question out of two, and so far they don't have any, one step out of two, and so far they don't have any correct answers. And it comes up as a live result. We can see it in our feed here. And at any time the teacher can end the activity. When the teacher does end the activity, you can ask to have a report downloaded. When this happens, you can come right down here and an Excel document will come up. You can see your student names, the question up here, answers here, and what the scores were. So this is really great as a teacher to get immediate feedback on what questions students are getting right, what questions students may be getting wrong. Now, with the quizzes that you created, you also can use it to make something called a space race. If you go back to quiz-based activities and click on space race, as the teacher, you can choose from a different quiz or the same quiz and divide your class up into different teams. I'll choose 4. If you automatically assign the team colors, when you hit next, each student will be randomly chosen on a particular team, and they'll be given a question again from a quiz that you have selected that they will answer. And as you can see, we have one student in the space race. And when they have put in their answer, we see that they were on Team Yellow and they answered it correctly. Now with more students, as students put in their correct answers, all of the rockets would slowly progress forward. Again, at the end of the activity, you can always download another Excel report to see how everybody did. Now, the exit ticket consists of already predetermined questions to review how the students did that day. The first question that will come up on the student screen is for them to enter their first and last name. The second question is a multiple choice question that asks them how well they understood today's material. The third question asks students to write down something that they learned today. And the fourth question asks them to solve a problem that the teacher has put up on the board. And once they've done that, on our screen, we can see completed exit ticket. There is 1 out of 1. So if you have 25 students, you would wait until you had 25 out of 25. Then you would end the activity. When you download the report, you will see the student's name, how well they understood it, what option they chose, what they chose as they learned a lot for what they learned that day, And whatever question you had posed on the board, this would be their answer. So that's the basics of using Socrative Teacher. Now, if you go to s.socrative, you will see that there's the student section. And the student is responsible for entering the room number, that number that we had discussed before that's unique to each teacher. And they can join. And they will see this going around in circles until the teacher gives them an activity, such as a quiz, or a race, or an exit slip, in which they will go ahead, fill it out, and the feedback is immediate for the teacher. Socrative is a really great tool because it helps bring immediate feedback, and teachers can do a quick check for understanding and see if everybody's on board or if nobody's on board. See how the lesson went, if there's anything that needs to be retaught, and it's really quick and engages students because they get to use their smartphones or the laptop or their tablets. So overall, it's a really quick and easy use for tool for teachers.